Guys, welcome to the second community call of B6 Cash. I will start with the update of the date or status from this week. Basically, everything we promised in the previous announcement is finished. The only thing is BIP60 as new share emission plan that will be carried out by 31st of May. So basically next Tuesday morning time as planned. Everything else is already finished. The LP reward claim is ongoing. Yeah, but basically that's for the targets in May. So any question for BIP 16? If not, I will move to the plans for June and July. There's no question, so we go on for the next topic.
Hi, Winnie. I want to read
Yeah.
a question in AMA from Herc.
Okay.
The first one, when will the token economic and airdrop detail deliver? And the second question is, will Morty come back soon?
Yeah, the tokenomics, I will cover the next topic as the plan in June and July. We will discuss that later. And Morty, I'm not sure. I will try to call him again. So far, no feedback yet. But anyway, guys, we need to carry on or go on without Morty.
Yeah.
That's our worst case scenario. Yeah. If Morty will not come back, it will not affect in any our progresses. Yeah, please.
Hope Herc can hear. Can you hear Winnie now, Herc? Oh, maybe so. We should go on.
Yeah, okay. So the priority in June, the first topic would be the optimization of BIP8, which is the bond redemption plan. So basically, we will change the current BIP8 into a new concept. We call it like a black hole. So how should we do it? We will when we are back to back or when there is a signal for BEC for the caches, we will put all the caches into one pool, and we will let all users decide by themselves whether they want to enter that pool with their bonds. So basically, let's make an example. If we are going back to pack and we issued like 10 million basis cash in the middle of June, and the user will get we will put the 10 million caches into one pool we call it black hole, and the user will decide by themselves whether they want to put their bond into that pool. They will have 24 hours to do it. So basically, by end of 24 hours, if the user put like also 10 million bonds into the pool, then the 10 million bonds will be redempted to cash with the rate of 1 to 1. If there is more bond in the pool, like 20 million, for example, then the redemption rate will be 0.5 to 1. So basically, one bond will redempted to 0.5 basis cash or BEC. And of course, if there is less bond in the pool, then the user can still redemption with 1-to-1 rate, and the rest cash will go back to the treasury, and the treasury will basically go to the ballroom and partly go to the CDF. That's roughly the concept. What's the advantage of this? It will give our user the option to redeem and based on their cost level. Yeah, because I think a lot of users that their basis bond cost is like 0.1 or 0.2 dollars. So they would like to redeem in a very cheap price. But some user, the cost level is like 0.8 or 0.9. So they have the freedom to do it. When you enter the black hole with your basis bond, you will not come back, or you are not allowed to take back your bonds. So in the end, it's totally determined by the user or the market with the redemption rate. This is the new concept. We think it's flexible, and we think it's decided by the market itself. So we will not set the rule like we will burn how many bonds at certain price. That's centralized. We will not do that. But with the black hole concept, it's totally by the community how they would like to do it. We think this is the advantage, and of course the black hole with the basis cash, which will go to the black hole with we have three resources. The first one is of course when we back to back we issued new basis cash. They will go to the black hole, and the second, third resources will be our profit from lending and basis swap. So I will cover later that in June and July we will finish the basis lending and the basis swap. With those two new use cases, we will have the profit for sure. And the profit will firstly go to the black hole for the BAB, for the bond redemption. So that's the three resources for the bond redemption. In the end, we are trying our best to make sure the bond are redeemed in a reasonable price. That's in the end the give our community the confidence that the protocol is working and the basis cash is coming back to the pack. So this is the first topic for the BIP8 optimization. Any questions?
Yeah, thank you. I think we should provide detail in text so anybody can read and feedback and give their idea. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Everything I discussed tonight will be how to say they are already finished in Chinese. We will translate into English, and Wallace or Mr. Dao, you can make announcement, so everybody can read it and discuss it for sure. So tonight is only a pre-discussion with you guys. If there is no question, we will go to the next topic, which is the locking. So we will offer the locking option for the board room and the bond room. So basically for the shares and for the bonds. We will not do it for the basis cash for the BEC Vault at the moment. The priority is for the bond and the shares. We will have several options. It's like lock for 1 week, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, and the last option is 4 years. So we will have different options for locking, and we will have different reward rate for the locking period. For example, if we decided to lock for 1 month, then we will have additionally 30% of the rewards based on the current level. If in the end we decided to lock for 4 years, we will have 800% of the current reward rate. Yeah, so one thing is we offer option so the user who would like to lock their shares and bonds will get higher reward rate. That's one thing. And another thing, how we will also support the user who lock their share and bonds in the following lending and swap platforms. So basically, the user who lock their shares and bonds, they will have also higher reward rate in the lending and swap, and also have some more advantage, which I will cover later. So
Yeah.
another point for the locking, which is important, is we decided to always propose to we cannot unlock the share or the bond before the period is finished. So when you decided to lock it, you have to wait for like 1 year or 4 year based on your decision. You cannot unlock it before that. Yeah, that's basically the locking.
But what about the reward? The reward for lock bath in both room and bond bath in bond room.
We have
mean
we have a list.
you,
We have a list. I can share with you guys later. So basically,
yeah.
for example, if you lock 1 week, you have additionally 10% of the reward. Additionally 10%. If you lock for 1 month, you have additionally 30%. If you lock for 4 years, for example, you will have additionally 700%.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead, sir.
So guys just joined. Any questions for the locking? Please, you can also talk. Make it more efficient than typing. Okay, so the locking is one thing is you can get higher reward rate. Another thing is it is really the basis or the following lending and swap platforms. So the user will get a lot of benefit when you lock your fund into Basis Cash. I will start with Basis lending. Basis lending. Yeah, there is one draft version of the tokenomics. We will have two options. As last week we discussed, option one is with new lending tokens. Option two is without new lending tokens. So tonight I will just cover the option two without new lending tokens. The lending without new tokens, basically we have an asset list like for sure our tokens like cash, share, and bond. As you can deposit, you can collateralize, and you can borrow tokens One exception is for the bond. This cannot be collateralized. Yeah, as you understand, it's the price of bond is extremely volatile. So this cannot be collateralized, but you can deposit and you can lend it out. And we also have the option for the locked share and the locked bond. Yeah. 1 second, I'm checking the message. Yeah, for the BIP13 emission drop, that we have a new voting for, it's like BIP16. It will be done by 31st of May. I think the best question for what I see. We cover it at the first topic. It will carry out by next Tuesday as planned, no delay. Okay, back to the basis lending. For the advantage for the user who lock their share and bonds, you can also because for example, when you lock your shares, you get locked basis share token, and with that you can just deposit your locked token. So it means you can log in the boardroom and you get a new locked tokens, and you can use the locked token deposit into the lending platform directly. No need to take out all your fund. And then what's the advantage? You will have a lower collateral rate. For example, with not locked share, you can maximally borrowed like 50% of your assets. But if you locked your token, you can borrow like 60%. You will have higher deposit rate. Why we decide this? Because we have quite high reward rate for the locked tokens. With the reward accumulated every day, we will compound it into the lending platform. So it means your collateralized rate will drop every day because you have new earning or new reward or the what or the bond room or the boardroom. So this is very attractive. So for some users, especially for the viewers, this reduce their risk for liquidation day by day. So I think this is a huge advantage for the guys who want to lock their share and bonds and use our lending platforms. Besides that, we will also, introduce the LP tokens or the cash DAI and the share DAI. Of course, you can deposit, you can collateralize it, but you cannot borrow it. Yeah, this is clear, I think. The last two tokens are, yeah, we are considering to, attract more funds or money outside of our system. So we will introduce the compound C token, like CDAI and CETH. The user who already deposit your DAI into compound, you can just deposit your CDAI again into Basis Cash, and you can borrow for Basis Cash, Basis Share, for example, and have more reward rate. So this is basically the asset list: cash, share, bond, locked share, locked bond, LPs, CDAI, CETH. Okay, let me check if I miss anything. Yeah, for sure. This is the option of new node tokens. For the option of issue new lending tokens, that's quite complicated. So we will not discuss tonight. We will first, publish the detailed tokenomics, and you can read it. And if you have any question, you can always ask in Discord. The last point, very important, is for the profit or the lending platform. We will also use it for BAB or for the bond redemption. Okay, so any questions so far for the basis lending?
Okay,
Okay.
there are so many people. I hope you can have some questions for Winnie and for Tim.
So then we move on for the basis swap. This is also a proposal from the community that maybe need prioritize the swap platform, and we think it's reasonable. So we would like to do it in June or July. So on the basis swap, we will focus on the swap for the basis tokens for sure, and also other stable coins. So we define ourselves as a swap for basis and other stable coins. We will because our share emissions currently going to the Uniswap. When we have our own swap, we will encourage the LPs to uh, to get back to our in-house swaps. So the BS emissions will go to the in-house LPs like BC DAI and the BS DAI. And for the locking users, we propose for now, it's only a draft version. If you lock your share or bond like more than 6 months, then you will not be charged the transaction fee when you use the BC swap. So this is another way we encourage our user to lock their fund. If you lock your fund like equals to 6 months, you will be charged 0.1%. If you not locking at all or less than 6 months, it will be the regular fee like 0.3%. And of course, the transaction fee deduction, we have a limit. Yeah, the limit is the locking fund liquidity totally. So it means boardroom plus bond room. In total, if you have like 100,000 worth of DAI locked, then you have in the end you will save your transaction fee maximum 100,000 DAI, because we pieces or shares and they then use the swap every day, and that's not good for free. Yeah, so we have the limit. Another thing is for the swap, we will always use the basis cash as a routine asset. So it means every pool will be based on basis cash. if you in the end you want to swap like USTD to USTC, then you still need to go through BSysCash. Yeah, so this is another use case for BSysCash. We will not set the pool, direct pool with a USDT and a USDC in our source. Okay, guys, that's for the June and July roadmaps. So we will have the locking ready. We will have the bond redemption new concept ready. We will, if we are lucky and in time, we will have our lending platform and the swap platform ready by June and July. Any questions for the roadmaps? Okay, for sure we will publish very soon for the detailed tokenomics, and we can discuss. The last point I want to mention is actually share good news with you that our team have secured the fundraising of 500,000 USDT. So basically, it will support us for the development at least 6 months. We have enough money to carry on for the development. That's the key message, and we have enough fund to set up a bigger team, especially from development side, lead by QA at the moment. For sure, we need more developers so we can accelerate our progresses. We have money to do it, and we have enough money to at least finish all the topics we discussed about lending, swaps, redemption, and locking options. Yeah, so I think that's all from my side. Any questions, guys?
Yeah, the rest knew about 500,000 USDT from fundraising. So anyone here want to buy more or buy AS? Winnie, we should mention BIP 13 about reducing bus emission. Yeah. We will implement this BIP in 2 days.
Sure, let me check. Yeah, BRP 13. Yeah, that's the new share emission schedule. Basically, we call it BRP 16 because we have a new vote for it, right? So that will be done by 31st of May as planned. So start with 31st of May, we have the share reduction. Is this clear now? Yeah, so the question, the expand to Matic or Polygon. Yeah. We are in parallel talking with them. MDEX, Dodo at Polygon. But it's not how to say our first priority because we have very limited BS currently, and with the current price, we don't have a lot at hand to negotiate. So our priority now is to finish our in-house lending and swaps protocol. So we can have profit, we can do the bond redemption, and then we can in the end push up the cash and the share prices. Then, if we are showing our concept is working, then I think collaboration and expand is not an issue anymore.
Yeah, and need to mention 2 weeks ago, a man from Avalanche had reached me and and we have a conversation with Morty and Paris from Avalanche. So if we have a basic landing, maybe we should talk with him to have a partnership. I will invite you into this working group, and we can talk with him. As Morty doesn't talk anything anymore now. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe we should finish now. If there is no question.
Yeah, sure. I'll call you. Okay. I will firstly translate everything in English and I will share with you guys. And maybe you can post it or once you can announce it. Okay. Okay. Thank you guys. Have a nice evening.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye bye.